sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, see how my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, here's Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone! I got 11. Detroit! Gone! Over!
He'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, Lucky 56. Gone. Watch him now, Barney.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll set up to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the Hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen. Ebron's got it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a... So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Play action. Allen. And that is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit. Over, 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 over. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Hot, hot.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early,
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Joseph. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first down, Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
He's going to look deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by a Kellen Witherspoon. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The 13 yards that time of the first. They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
2nd and goal from the 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground.
Right,
now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. This pass caught at the 4. Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19 on the ground, Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to the ground is Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
56. Over. Detroit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Detroit!
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Gun!
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Muhammad. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, a 22.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing on first down is Allen. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run with Muhammad, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal space.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Over.
Check 24, check 24.
Gun, 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 gun.
They'll set up to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Detroit! Hot! Over!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Gun. Detroit!
22.
Gun! Over!
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
The Rams on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
56. Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing is Allen on third. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Allen going to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Fighting to stay upright. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. Again to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They go again with Muhammad. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Now Allen, got to have this one. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Detroit! Gone!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey. Four down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Joseph. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Allen forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Allen to throw once more. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Over! 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 Over!
They'll look to throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games.